All right, I changed the source. Let's give it one more second. It'll take 20 seconds to be delayed. All right, so I'll repeat. Okay, good morning, everybody. Saturday, September 20th, 11 a.m. Eastern. Um, I'll be here with you guys until at least 2:30 if you like to be, because my next seminar is at the other location at 3 o'clock. That's for those who have not joined it before. So I know we're about 10, 15 minutes delayed. So thank you for coming back to this your batch and your second Saturday to give you a little bit of an orientation of what it is. And hopefully by now you know a little bit, a couple of percentage more on how the program is, what we are expecting, and you have had some chance to watch the videos. If you didn't, you can start now. And if you did, good. I'll answer some questions. But today, primarily, we'll talk about once you are done this program and within 1 week, 2 week, 3 weeks, how we're going to work with funded companies, what their rules are, how are you going to make money, how much money can you make, all of this. So the whole for this section of orientation for the second Saturday is covered. This 2 hours, we're going to talk primary about funded program, how funded programs work, how do they make money, how do you make money, how much, if you lost, how much they lost. And a funded program is the biggest scam in the universe, and how we're going to exploit them and use it to our advantage. So I am very transparent, I'm very clear, and now I'll show you how to beat their what they want out of you. Hopefully, some of you were able to come into this office in person. We had Miss Tulip running the floor, Mr. Murtaz running inside. Of course, in the Trinity office, we had Mr. Vikram and Mr. Harneet running the show. Mr. Happy, who does NASDAQ, is away in Belgium doing a training session. He'll be back. So, what will change starting Monday? Mr. Murtaz is going to come and sit here, and you'll get to see a new mentor. So within 4 weeks, our goal is to kind of introduce to all the flavors of different mentors. How they all teach the same thing. They all have the same strategies, but the idea is to understand. Sometimes you get used to how one person is teaching. My style of trading, I only trade on areas. In the morning, come and watch my brief. On Friday, I asked everybody, price goes to 24,800, just sell. When price goes to expected high of ES was 67.20, sell. It doesn't come at 9:30. It doesn't come at. So we have 15 methods for you to trade. Easiest method is area trading. Every morning, every evening, we have a number. You just go there, sit, place an order. How it all works is inside this software, how your whole uh, everything is going to work. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. Today, I'm going to give you a full brief on funded companies, how they are a big scam company, how they rip people off, and only 3 to 2% people make it. But it is a great way for you to uh, get into trading without investing your own money, right? So before I begin, from 1 week, just randomly, anybody has any questions for the 1 week? Like feedback wise, things went okay, things didn't go, you're still struggling, some things are still, because we're developing a tool for specifically for this batch, and we put all of our resources into something really, really good. And that tool I'll show you here. What will happen is a mentor sits right here. A mentor, we have 8 mentors sitting different places. Some people like to follow me. So Mr. Vikram, Mr. Happy, Murtaz, Harneet. So Murtaz sits right here and he says, I'm about to take a mid-band trade. Okay, you have no idea where the mid-band line is. You have no idea what he's watching. But you would like to see, yes, he puts his screen up there, but it's a little bit difficult for you to see. So what will he do is on his laptop, he will, I gotta turn the notifications off. Sorry. It's not at Trinity. My seminar is at Keaton right now. It's not a seminar. It's 3 o'clock for those. So mentor and your file is called student. So all of you are students. You will have an opportunity to select your mentor. I would recommend select the mentor you're sitting in front of, because then you can hear them. Let's say, yeah, you can all select Tulip, but go sit in front of her. You can all select me, but at least tune, because if you're listening to somebody else and following something, so every mentor has been assigned a code. For example, mine is 74K9. Don't get me like this. I don't remember what my code is that the developers have given. So 8 mentors have their code. As a student, you will turn your Ninja Trader on. You will open a gate for us. A gate is, yes, let the signals come into the my Ninja Trader. So you have to authorize us. It's a privacy issue. It's not like a mentor can send you a signal and it can randomly go in. So you will say, I'm Rafay, and I would like to connect to Vikram, because a mentor can be a student too, right? And you say, all right, if Vikram says, I'm doing MES, I'm doing MNQ, I'm doing MGC, notice no mentor is allowed to send a full mini trade. In case things go wrong, and in case it's a micro, meaning that each dollar that it will move, it's a $5 or a $2 thing, because if it's still a prototype, we have to make sure it gets synchronized. So he says, okay, I'm about to take a mid-band trade on MES. Student says, all right, I'm connected to Vikram, and I would like to put on my SIM 101. Here I have to add one thing. I don't care, or mentor doesn't care, what account do you put on. Put it on Apex, put it on Bullnox, take profit, live account, multiply it. Mentor doesn't know. Mentor doesn't care. What we are assuming that he's sending a signal from SIM 101, simulation. We are expecting, and the legal document on the pages says, if you take that trade, upscale it, meaning you went from micro to mini, because you have an option. You took an MES and you convert it into an ES. You have an option. You took that ES and you put into 10 more accounts. You have an option to set that as a leader. And then all of a sudden, mentor did a close trade. Your trades did not get closed. Whatever, internet came down. Like I'm connected to Starlink here, and I'm barely getting a ping rate out of it. And then mentor has closed and gone, and everything is done, and you're stuck. And then you come to us, well, मैंने विक्रम भाई या हरनीत के ट्रेड लिए थे, उन्होंने तो ये ट्रेड करवाया मिड बैंड का, वो तो निकल गए, मेरे 10 अकाउंट मिनी के सारे बर्बाद हो गए. मैं कहूँगा जाके डिस्क्लेमर पढ़े, हमने आपको सिखाने के लिए रखा है. So the idea is to understand. Don't try to, just don't tell us. Simple as that. Legally, if I sell you in US a gun and you say I want to go for hunting, you go end up killing somebody, it's not a gun owner's problem. So the more questions you will ask, the less answers we will give you about what and what can I not do. It's a very, very serious thing, meaning that copy trades are allowed, but in a simulation environment for learning process. So if you say, well, you have an option, I'm not stopping you. I can lock it, but I didn't. You can go ahead and change it to take profit. Mentor took a signal, you put it in take profit, you made $100, and you're like, wow, that's good. This whole system we are developing will be ready. We did a prototype testing with 10 or 15 students on a Friday at 4 o'clock. From 4 to 5, there was some bugs. And then really we will get this going on Monday around 11, because I needed to test live. Synchronization was great. If I sent the buy limit, everybody got a buy limit. I don't know if from here anybody tested. You couldn't log in. Okay. But over there, we had a few people in front of me, and we were doing in live o'clock. So this is a great opportunity, because what we are going to be doing is classes like this, where I will ask you on a Zoom, please open your Ninja, right? And let's do a live test trade right now, all of you. So on Wednesday, I did this Zoom class from 6 o'clock to 8:30 p.m. That class, I don't know how many people joined, is primary Q&A. You have a question that you want to ask me? Yes, I'm available. So this Wednesday again, I will do a class. I'm not teaching anything per se, but I'm teaching you your questions and answer, and we'll go from there. So that's a tool we're developing. It's coming. So next classes, a mentor can say, all right, open up your books, turn on your chart. 3 things you need to know on this topic. Mentor is going to tell you which chart they're using. 15, 10, 30, 20, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 60 minutes, 240, just to show you. Mentor will say, I'm using the following instrument: MES, MGC, MCL, crude oil, natural gas, doesn't matter. So 2 things you need to know. Third is, really the third thing is you should need to know mentor code. So if you're sitting here, Murtaz is doing the hand holding, make sure you're connected to, and if majority of you got a signal, let's say, we'll do the troubleshooting later, because during the class, we don't want to troubleshoot that, hey, you got a signal, maybe you had a different chart open. So it's not going to, if 1 or 2 or 3 even got a signal, we'll just continue and then we'll troubleshoot the end of the session that what went wrong. So this is a great tool that is going to go live. Where you will get it, log into superareas.com, go under downloads. So if you go under right here, as far as I know, on this planet, nobody's doing this right now. Yeah, a lot of people will do. So we'll be the first one to introduce Ninja Trader hands-on learning with a class. So somebody can teach you what a midband is, what an RSI is. So when they place a trade, your account simulation is going to take a trade. I know I forgot my disclaimer. Let me do this right now. Guys, anything I say here is not financial advice. It's just for informational, educational, and entertainment purposes only. Some people are just tuned in as an entertainment. They don't want to subscribe. It's okay. We don't care. And please don't ask us, show us your P&L, show us your P&L. Man, my P&L, my mentor's P&Ls are posted everywhere. Just go watch the videos. So you would go right here. Okay. It says downloads. Go to downloads. If you click on downloads, let me zoom this in a little bit. By the way, everybody should be by now, should have done their KYC. Know your customer. If you haven't, eventually you're going to be locked out, right? So if you go under downloads, this is the file. It's called SuperAreas Remote Learning Pro Tool. It has 10 instructions. Right now, if you click, it's going to say file not found because I have to upload a new compiled release. Tells you step by step how to download it, download the file, download your Ninja, and then how to use it based on your mentor code. So let's take a look at this picture. My mentor code is 7K9M. Here's your email. This field is going to go disappear in the next. You don't need to put a password in. It automatically knows your password. Just put your account, which account you would like to pick as a leader or a master, your mentor code, and the chart. If the mentor is saying MES, make sure you're on the MES and everything. So great tool for you coming this most likely next week. It will there. Any questions so far before I go into my real topic of 90 minutes, how funded companies work and what you, okay, looks like no question. Anybody struggling? Yes, sorry. It's not working. So new file will be there Monday evening. Monday evening, you'll be, so at the moment you can click, it will be a version 1.08, right? Frankly speaking, anybody finding the program difficult, just say, no problem. Field of improvement. You say, you know what, if this was something I'm not understanding, because I'm trying to give you the best damn team possible. Yes, you will struggle with 4 items. I always say you will have a fear of missing out. Hey, I didn't get an alert. With the one person says the expected high came 24,800. They missed the trade. Price fell. That's fear of missing out. You missed it. You missed it. There's no wait for the next trade. Revenge. You will go into revenge trading. You took a trade, you lost. Third, discipline, and the fourth is greed. Just 4 emotions. Yes.
Sometimes it happens that when we are going to look for the 1510,
Yes.
the color is green.
Yes, correct.
Then we are waiting for the 3020.
Yes.
Okay, that it's going to be green.
Yes.
Okay, then we'll go for a trade.
So it is a delayed, right? Yeah. So I'll tell you why. You're zoomed in. 1510 has 10 ticks. So the word 1510 comes from where? 1510. This is the most important part. 10 ticks. 3020 has 20 ticks. In order to get to 3020 to go green, first 1510 will go green and much deeper, and then 3020 will become green. So the whole idea is we are looking on in 3020 to make sure truly the trend has changed in the opposite direction.
At the same time, the 1510 sort of converting again on the.
Yeah, that's because it will change so many times because that has 20 ticks. So within that 20 ticks, 10 ticks are moving differently. So that's fine. Most of the time, you would like to take a mid-band trade when you have a both. Exactly. Now, coming back to this question of mid-band trade. Daniel has been teaching this course since 2008. If you even today, there's a class going on right now. If you have paid 25,000, 5,000, 7, right now there's a class going on for those who are buying the software. And then 4 months later, they're going to pay 150 a month. So your cost is 300 a month. If you buy the software from us, 4 months into it, you will pay 150 a month. You will still pay. This is a subscription-based software. But within that, since 2008, he has introduced one type of trade. He doesn't even talk about 3020 if you manage to watch those 4 videos. Nothing. He just says, turn on your computer, look at the news. Number 2, what's the trend? Okay, actually, there's range and base for the day. So number 1, news. Number 2, what's my range? What was night high and night low? Simple. Number 3, base for the day. Is price opening above pivot, below pivot? That's 3. And number 4, if the trend is green, buy. If the trend is red, sell. From where? Mid-band. He hasn't changed this strategy since 2008. Go back, check Friday. At least 8 mid-bands worked. You didn't care. So what we did as mentors, we kind of took that software and we kind of started looking at other ways to trade. And then we try to come up with better ways of better strategies where every mid-band worked. If you took, the less you know, trust me, sometime is better. 2 or 3 strategies pick. I have users who only trade areas. They look at the number. What is my expected high for today? So truly, I have a lot of people who are in logistic business, truck driving. They're in Ohio, they're in like Michigan, whatever. They're listening to Daniel's brief for about 2 minutes. So that's their ritual. Monday to Thursday, 9:25, they will log in through Zoom. They don't have the luxury like you guys have. So, and they're making a killing too. So what's the luxury? Listen to the brief and get one thing out of it. You know what he says? What's my strategy for today? High should go, low would be a good strategy. That's it. That's all I pay attention to. Because there's a lot of noise. I'm not listening for crude oil or everything. He's doing 15 markets. I look at ES, I look at NASDAQ, maybe gold. All right, so I got my things. Next is I quickly go and look what my areas are saying. and it's saying expected high, R2, S3, S4, and now I'm planning. That's it. I'm not scalping, meaning I'm not going in and out of a trade on every mid-band. I'm not going, so that's the area trade method. Or pick mid-band. Take the noise out. The more you will analyze something, you will have a lot of fear. Should I take it? Should I not? Like, then you start analyzing 30, 20. If there's a divergence there or not, then you start going to 240. For $50 for 4 ticks, you don't need that many strategies to figure out. It's 4 ticks, market just moves. Put in ATM, say every midband, here's my stop loss, here's my TP. That's it. Always worry about stop loss. And so if you're worried about watching 30-20, yes, strategy says watch 15-10, watch 30-20. It will make sure your midband doesn't fail. But 5 top rules. Make sure both charts are green. Make sure price is coming from a higher high. Sometimes it doesn't. Even coming from a higher low, touches midband, goes back up. So a lot of guys are saying, hey, we're doing one strategy. Every first pullback, I'm entering. So 15-10 changes color. First pullback, I'm taking it and going. That's it. Simple. Like, so if you are going to try to keep things simple at the beginning, it's better for you as you get advanced. So 5 things he asks you to match. Background is green. Large triggers are green. Price is above the 0 line. And strength is above 50. That's it. 4 things I know by heart. And then you take it a mid-band and you go for it, and simple as that. So that's a strategy on how to do it. The more you will try to combine 15 topics, 15 ways to trade, even at the end of 4 months or 3 months, you're going to say this is too complicated. So that's why we are bringing in mentor-student program. Don't trade yourself if you're not sure how all of this works. Okay. और कोई question? इसका? Yes.
This on Thursday morning, when we correlate the news.
Thursday was when? Wednesday was the your FOMC interest rate. You know, I just want to look at exactly, maybe unemployment was there. Give me a second. More. Let's go back. Thursday, Friday, September 4th. So you had, what was it? 1 second. So you had unemployment claims, and yes, correct.
That was basically that biggest one was going to go down.
Actually, no. Unemployment claims was green. So more people, less people lost jobs. Market shot up.
At the same time, there was a news of NVIDIA and
Yes, NVIDIA.
So how you go correlate those 2 things that it is going to?
See, the thing is, all news is manufactured, by the way. It's manipulated, meaning they're just putting it out there. What we ask for is just don't trade the news. That's it.
Down 30, then it goes down all the way to 100 down.
No, I know. But at that time, there are so many things happening that you just step out and let the market make a trend. See, a lot of times at that news time, I'm just observing. See, NVIDIA or news and rumors can come anytime. There's no literally a time scheduled for especially rumors. Like Mr. Trump can tweet and you're in a mid-band and you're like, what the hell happened? Like, or I was in an area and what happened? And then you check on Forex Factory, now they had something volatility. And then you're like, oh my God, he said something about putting a tariff on New Zealand, right? So whole idea is you're always prepared in this trading futures with one thing and one thing. Your best friend is your, what do you call it? Stop loss. That's it. I just got to figure out what went wrong here. Okay. Is it still going online? It's black. Okay. We're going to still run into some technique.
Yeah.
Okay. So news and rumors can happen anytime. Earnings can happen. You look at scheduled news now. Now I'll tell you what has been happening for the last 2 weeks. The market is in unexpected higher high evers. I wrote a number on Friday, 24,888. That's for NQ. 67, I think 26 became, and 3744 became. This is scary. It scares the living bejesus out of me. This is not normal. A price to go 1,000, like gold went up in a month, $400. Not normal. We're not living, all of you, including myself. I've been doing futures for 5 years, 4.5, trading for 20. This is not healthy at all. This is scary. If for a market to drop, because as a traders, as like a little bit senior analyst or junior analyst, we're looking for a correction. You know what this is? This is your COVID, after COVID real estate. A bubble is going to burst so bad. A lot of people who are jumping it for fear of missing out. Because, of course, remember, price can still go. We are expecting 25,000, by the way, on Monday. If this continues, this rally continues, you're going to see $25,000. Gold may hit 3750 or even so. If you asked me a year ago if market is going to move like this, it doesn't. Market moves $5 to $10 on S&P, $200 or so in NASDAQ, 20 or so dollars on gold. That's a normal, healthy correction. Healthy, all right, goes up, goes down, buyers, sellers. Now a rally came of $45 gold in less than 30 minutes, dumping. It's great for us. You know why? In futures market, just jump in, pick the rally, go up. Rally goes this way, jump in, pick the rally, get out. So that's why in our software, we don't care price is going up or down. If the software is saying price is going up, go up. Green to buy, red to sell. This can go to 30,000. I don't care, but go with the trend, number one. Now, from those people who are doing a little bit of a position trading, longer term, this is not healthy at all. This price at best should be 2,500 in my opinion. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. It's not, but this is reasonable, meaning to stay there end of the contract. Gold, 3,000 is okay, and 6,500 or so for S&P. But problem is this contract that you are all trading has expired now, the September contract. So hopefully by Monday, the downward trend should begin. Doesn't matter if it begins. Remember, our areas, because as a software developer, the most difficult job for our algorithm is not to predict, like whatever has happened. I know all the support levels like since NASDAQ open, because the high is 24,000, the low is 0. I can predict all, like, what was it, a year ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago, all the support levels we have. The most difficult part is to predict resistance levels. Resistance is at what time or what price level it will get exhausted. Enough buying has happened. So now this is where our claim comes in. Start looking at what we are predicting now. So this number was not there before yesterday. It didn't even exist. Our computer algorithm said price comes near 24,890 and you should sell. Price comes within this range. So most difficult job is always to predict a level that hasn't happened before, right? And we can say gladly that on Friday, our computer predicted goes near expected high, sell, you will make money. Just go. I'm not even going to change any numbers. Go and look at your Friday levels. NQ. So this is where we excel the most areas. And the day you understand how to trade these areas, honest to God, this is the most easiest way for any of you to trade. You don't have to be in front of it. Yes, I would like you to know what divergence is, what 30-20 is, what 15-10 is. But look at our numbers, guys. Computer said on, this is, I believe, Thursday, but let me check the Friday areas. If price goes between 890 and 960, don't buy. Stay in selling. Price returned from 24,888. I just hit market. I took a few points, 10 points, 12 points, 13. By the way, R2 worked too, I believe. If somebody took an R2 around 850, it did give us a bit of a retrace, which was a newer number. Yes, 100%. R1 market open because there was no news, nothing. Beautiful come down. Then it shot back up around this area. If you took R2 or expected high on NASDAQ, you made money, right? So some of you users can just focus on that. Say, okay, I trade only areas and I only will trade. Now, interestingly enough, we found a guy last week who was taking our areas and had formed a group. So, all right, you're paying $300 a month. You come here, you have access to everything. So the guy was running his group and we caught him because we know if we can write it, we can catch it. Anyway, because you know what happens? The word gets out. So yes, you can have 10 of you, like 30 of you are sitting here. You can form a group. Bigger the group, the noise is going to spill out. That, hey, I can get your areas. So I posted a picture on TikTok with a donkey and a Lamborghini. I said, hey, you just because you can put a logo on it doesn't make you a Lamborghini, right? So idea is now he's begging us. We blocked him. He wants Daniel. He's ready to pay a penalty of $10,000, just that he's not going to do it again. Because I said, hey, just don't steal our work. We can work out. And yes, yeah, any question? Yes.
Two things. One, I don't know if you were trying to record, but there is no picture coming on.
This is fine. It's just I have two cameras.
When you were explaining about the colors, I didn't understand the zero line.
Zero line is in the video number 4. That's your moving average zero line. Video 4 talks about MACDs. That's moving averages. Mid-band, zero line, 50% line is the same in our software. So, okay, 1 second. This is the zero line.
And that just means the mid-band?
Actually, we're right here. So, zero line.
So this is equal to the
Mid-band. Yes.
So we don't really need to consider
If you like, it's better if you're doing a moving average trade, a little bit advanced trading. So some people would take zero lines over it. So zero mid-band, zero line, and a 50% here is same, meaning that the values should be very same.
How would you practically apply?
Okay. Idea is you mostly focus on what is happening. Zero line is the moving averages zero line. This is just for observation. You like some users will write an alert. Okay, since you asked that question, I'll show you. You can always right click. It's called an alert. You can write your own ATM strategies on it. This is very free. As you will get advanced on how to use it, again, a lot of this time I don't teach it. Since you have a question, there's an alert called moving average zero line alert. There's a video on my YouTube sitting somewhere. You can program this that every time price hits the zero line or mid band, it will take a trade automatically for you. So that's a feature there. So you can say, all right, my alert is if one of my conditions, again, this wasn't part of the program that I have built together today, but it's okay. Quickly, you can do an ad. So right here it says, please take only advanced user notes because this is going to mess you up in other ways. But this gets recorded. You can always review back later. There's an indicator called moving averages. Okay, MACDs. You can program it that every time your moving averages touch zero line, buy a trade, which is saying same thing. Price comes to midband, buy it. Price comes to like midband, sell it. So you can program it kind of in an alert way. So if you want, I can pull out the exact video that we have and I can give you step by step on where exactly, because this itself will take 40 minutes of explaining, but the video is there. So there are so many things you can automate. You can say when NASDAQ RSI goes above 90, sell it itself. But NASDAQ is RSI, meaning overbought, oversold. So if this line right here, which is 79% at the bottom, this is called the relative strength index. These are called moving averages, Bollinger Bands. These are different. So basically 3 different panels are there for you. So you can define it and you can say, I want to practice it that every time NASDAQ goes to overbought, every time NASDAQ goes to oversold, sell it and buy it for me with this ATM, 5-point stop, 5. So you can set, I even have an ATM I can give you guys. It will take a trade on every black candle automatically for you. But gradually we'll release this information. You're going to say, right now we have the 3 candle rejection strategy for you already. That's already there. You can download it and test it and see how that works. Okay. Out of technical, where are we right now? Time-wise, 11:48. Do you have any question related to this more? So I move into a funded program right away. Good. We're all good. Okay. Yes, you can set up on trailing profit. It's all, that's not the subject matter for today, but you can do it. Okay, funded companies. I'm going to, let's pull up a beginner company that we use. I'll talk about primary 3 companies. So take down companies called Bullnox, Bullenox, Bullnox. I don't want to give you any handouts. Why? They changed their rules. So you can always study the latest rules. So we'll break them down into 3 companies with 3 different rules. So one company is called Bullnox. If my internet works, we'll be able to log in. Come on. आपका पासवर्ड 123 है. Secured connect. Let me give it a hotspot. That'll make my job a lot easier. Turn this off. Hotspot USB only. So let me be transparent first before I give you. All funded companies are full of BS. They're there to make sure you lose money. How? So funded companies, the scam started about 2 to 3 years ago. Why do I call it a scam? And I'll tell you, and I'll lead you into why we use them. What's the purpose of a funded company? So you can take an exam, a challenge exam. So a Bullnox company. So let me first do an overview of funded companies, and then I'll tell you, because I like to be very, very transparent. And next thing you know, you say, you hear it and you say, hey, I was never told. So just give me a second if I can just get my internet working on here. So I don't want to do a Wi-Fi. Let me just see it. Command ping. Even I have Starlink outside, but I think the range is not that far as picking up. Let's do it. Most of you, when you come here in the floor, you guys use your hotspots? Or, okay. Because I'm not in this office at all. So these over there, we have multi-connections. Come on, there you go. My internet shows up. When lifetime. Okay, secure and connected. Okay, so the company is called Bullnox. How do they make money? They will give you some, they'll give you an exam. Exam costs right now about $25 to $25. Don't quote me on it. They will make an account with $50,000 is starting capital. It's not real money. It's just a number. And the amount they will give you, let's say 2,500. So they will give you $50,000. And what do they want out of you? Is to turn this 50,000 into 53,000 and make sure you don't drain the account. So this is an exam. It's a challenge. It's not real money. You don't make any money. You don't lose any other than, so there is a fee for that. So a challenge, let's say, could be for $30 US. Every single thing that you're dealing here is US dollars. It's not Canadian. It's not Australian, UAE, anything. It is just, so before I get into this, funded companies were created to get, it's like multi-level marketing. The more people that join, they kind of use that capital to pay out the few that are winning. 97% of the people using in trading. So this is a stat. It's in trading, 97% users are losing money. Whether you're trading funded, whether you're trading your own money, doesn't matter. Or you borrow. So 97% are losers. The 3%, so they know, all right, if 97% are losers, why not we start a business around it? So the concept of funded companies was born. So I spoke to one funded company. They asked us to join with them because we have a big network. People will join. And they said, all right, Rafay. And I refused. Me and Daniel says, we don't want to get into prop firm space. Bit of an unethical business model. Why? They want you to fail. So let's suppose today, by the way, it costs you $250,000 to open a prop firm. If you're looking to do a business sometime, it's not that expensive. About $250,000, bit of an infrastructure, license from Tradeify, license from Rhythmic, maybe Project X, you can open a funded company. How would they make money? So they advertise a test. Okay, so it doesn't cost them anything except some licensing fees. They'll open a fake account, paper money, and all of you would write a test to turn that money in from 50,000 to 53,000. So this company in their first year sold 30,000 tests at an average of $50. Some were higher, some were lower. 30,000 tests were sold globally. Now that's $1.5 million that they raised right away. Doesn't cost them so much. So great. So maybe you bought 2, maybe you bought 5, maybe you bought it and failed again, bought it, failed again. You bought 10, you bought 2, you bought 1. But 30,000, it's a huge world. So 30,000 is not a great number, by the way. In a year or 6 months, doesn't matter. Just we're giving a figure, 30,000. Apex right now has over 250,000 users. My Apex code is 58,000. If you today sign up for Apex, it's well over 200 and maybe around 265,000. That's the user ID that gets assigned to you. So the biggest company is Apex in this world right now. Yes, FTMO has been there, but in terms of a retail prop firm space, there's a company called Apex. We're not actively promoting it. We're promoting Bullnox, but I'll tell you how this happens first, before I start telling you what you have to do. 30,000 accounts were sold, $50 each, and they managed to bring in $1.5 million. And this is a staff of 3 people or 4 people. Doesn't take a genius to run a prop firm. One website, automatic payment processing system, and just a ticketing system. You have a problem, just open up, and they will either talk with Rhythmic and they will talk with Tradeify. These are the 2 bigger brokers out there that will connect. They will take, so you today want to say, I want to open a prop firm, you will go one of 3 ways. You will open maybe Project X. So I'm giving you the full scenario. So every single thing makes sense to you 100% before we start milking these guys. So you say, I have $250,000 in reserves ready. I want to open a prop firm, ask ChatGPT, make a nice website, register a domain, Rafay's prop firm, right? I put a banner up and everybody, I'm saying, guys, please join my prop firm and I'll give you a test for $50. Okay, so you join, I end up selling 30,000 accounts. How many are failing? 97%. So you go up, you go down, go up, go down, go up, go down. And so 30,000 got, and I asked him, and he was very open. He's like, how many people managed to get into round 2? There are 2 rounds, by the way, of this test. You don't get paid on round 1. So I'll come to it. So he says less than 900 people managed to get into round 2 globally, because you have to understand, not everybody's trading my system. There's millions of traders out there, some using TradingView, some using this. Yes, we have small quota of 12,000 users globally and growing, but not everybody uses us. That's okay. They have different strategies, different method, different ways to trade. But of course, it's a huge market. I think more than 100 million people just use TradingView, right? And so this is a big, big market for business. So about 1,000 people actually managed to go into round number 2. So when you get to round number 2, you have to pay a fee again, approximately $150, approximately. So 1,000 people paid $150. That's $150,000 on top of the $1.5 million that they got. So we're up to $1.75 million. They will pay you. Don't worry. They will pay you. They all pay you. Every company pays you that I know. Top 3. Purdia pays, Bullnox pays, Apex pays, Legend pays, Take Profit pays, Tradeify pays, and all the companies pay. But the model is so messed up from a trader, because you are saying it's only $30. I'm not losing so much. I'm giving my test. So there are benefits, and I'll come to that. But what a prop firm is looking at, they sold 30,000 students, and only 1,000 managed to go. and they made another. So they are 1.75 million minus the expenses, minus the support, minus the licensing fee. I don't know. I never got. And then I asked, how many people did you pay out of 1,000? He says less than 30. Look, we started with 30,000 selling tests. And how many people got paid really out of it? Less than 30. And how much each person got? So maybe about $1,500 out of it. So how much they collected versus how much they paid. So prop firm industry, and especially futures, it's a win-win situation as long as you have students coming in taking your test. If nobody's taking a test, that's a problem. That's a huge problem. Your cash flow stops because you get like an MLM, like multi-level. The new recruiter pays for the guy on top. I know a lot. There's many companies out there who recruit based on if I get to find 4 or 5 more people, 10 people, they will pay to the guy who's joining. Like they're always, it's an MLM, but it's clear way. So I would like to explain you that prop firm is not our final destination. We would like you to teach trading and then have your own live accounts with whatever broker you like. But just to let you know how prop firms make money is new users keep signing up for tests, they keep failing. And then the 1 or 2 or 3% people, when they make a killing. What we are trying to produce is a batch of students who can make 20, 30, 40, $50,000 a month. And I'll show screens too. I have like we have lots of students, 12,000 students. It's not like all 12,000 are doing incredibly amazing. We have about less than 1,000 people who are following. This software is available since 2008 to everybody. They're following, they're listening. Most 4 people are failing: fear of missing out, revenge, no discipline, greed. That's it. And we always have an open challenge. You have a problem with me, come sit down. We'll do a live stream. You tell me about the software and I'll tell you why you're failing. So that's a bit of a reality about prop firm. Now, why do we use it? If you buy this software or you lease it or you rent it or whatever, you want to get into trading, not here. I don't care. There's a company in UAE that teaches it. There's a guy in like Tim Horton's teaching it in Toronto. There's nobody with the proper offices. Okay, so you say, I want to get into trading. I want to learn how to futures trade. It looks good. All I have to do is predict prices going up or down. And I want to join a community like yours. So where are we going to get you started? I don't want you to invest any of your own money, because what will happen is you open up an account, $2,000, $5,000. That's it. That's the maximum somebody could open is an account for maybe. So let's do a real life scenario. Sorry, not to pick on you. I know you went to Win Lifetime. You took the seminar.
Yes.
You put the deposit down.
Yes.
It's I think you were given $7,000 approximately, or $5,000 to buy it, right? So you can buy it, and you opted out. You said, I'm not sure. That's true, right?
Yes.
And you still even haven't collected. But then you said, when we introduced the monthly program, you're like, I'll give it a try, see how it is. So based on this, because you come from a different line of work, approximately how much risk would you have taken to say, all right, I'll give this industry a try? Forget about the coaching, teaching, software amount. Would you have opened up an account? $2,000? 2,000? I'm going to put 2,500 because so $2,500 US is approximately reasonable amount of money to open a live account. Reasonable. If you have 5, it's okay. You can do a more contracts. But a person who is new to trading, has never traded before, 2,500 is reasonable amount of money that everybody can agree. That okay, if I lost it, it's gonna hurt, but it's not gonna bankrupt me. So I'll give it a try. I'll see how, because most people who join us are pretty skeptical. And that's your right, by the way, because I don't know you, you don't know me. Yeah, it sounds great. Now you're part of it. So I ask everybody, please do not open a live account for at least 6 months or 3 months at minimum. Why? If you do a wrong trade, you do a mistake, whatever could happen, this money goes, you're not trading again. I'm telling you, you will stay as far away from trading as you can. Why? You got burned pretty bad. And you're like, man, this is too hot for me. Maybe I don't understand it. Maybe I don't have the IQ level for it. Maybe, and you didn't know what futures market did. And all of a sudden, I'm going to put two minis, two minis. Yes, which moves at $100 per lot now, and it can burn your account blink of an eye. If you went into NASDAQ and you accidentally put one lot of NQ, you know, it can destroy $100,000 in an hour. That's how fast NASDAQ can move. It just can move 300 points. 300 points times like $20 is like $6,000 in a blink of an eye. So we ask you, please, if you're getting into futures trading, please, for God's sake, don't invest your own money into it. So what's the pathway moving forward? It is exciting. It is high rewarding. It is very, you know, it can change your life instantly from something that you didn't know about futures trading, that you clicked, $100, done. Oh, so easy to make $100. It's difficult in a real life, maybe a day's of work if you're doing odd job. But so what do we ask you to do is open a prop firm account. How they're making money is irrelevant. That's not your concern. I just gave you how they make money. They make money by people failing the accounts. That's okay. So how much a Bullnox account? So they will deposit, not real money, and they will give you $2,500 for, I believe, around $30. So same capital you acquired, but fraction of a cost. And then you're like, all right, even though you're failing on a grand scale, but just to test your skill, your soft, whether you're with us or a different companies, this is the way to go. A funded account will cost you about $30 to open, and you have now access to not demo, but somewhat of a real feeling. Not real feeling, not demo feeling, but in between. What is your target? So there are three companies before, and I'll break down how they all work separately. Number one is Bullnox. Number two is Take Profit. And number three is Purdia Capital. These are the three companies that we are actively ask you to pursue. They pay, they're cheaper, and they actually have a good support system. Yes, Apex, we did it for about 2 years. They changed a lot of rules. Oh, you can't do this, or you got to have a minimum $50, or these three companies are relatively easier to work with. Legends yeah, great company. I know the CEO, but hey, you got to make a minimum of $150. So I'll give you all the rules for these three companies. That's what my whole today's lecture is about, funded company. What is your target? You're given in this company 1 month. So today is September 20th, and you would like to start this career and you're into this. Some of you, I look at, I think you just rushed it a little bit too fast to get it. I'm not personally a big fan of funded companies for at least 4 weeks. I want you to sit with a mentor for 4 weeks. You hadn't not traded for your life before coming here. What's another 2 weeks or 3 weeks? Because there will be mistakes you will make along the way, which will be because you are in a universe, speed of light. The faster you go, the slower time becomes. That's the reality. Same thing. The faster you would want to get there, you will eventually come to a point where we'll all standing. So we all look at the professional traders. All right, ye bhi ja raha hai yaar, wait karo, pakda jayega, aa jayega, ye bhi ja rahe hain, aa jayega. Everybody halts and slows down, and your rhythm slows down. So the excitement level, the peaks hit very high, and then you kind of become a bit stable. That's a normal curve of a trader. Very excited the first day. Oh my God, I hit NASDAQ and it went in my direction. I made $400. I can marry Warren Buffett's daughter. Or, this is the feeling that you get with futures. We're here to correct it and then slow down. Slow, micros, slow, areas, slow, wait, mentor. So you're going to only ask us to, we're going to ask you to slow down. Anyway, you have 30 days. October 19th, you're going to have to pay another $30. So this is a 1-month challenge. Every funded company will store your credit card with their payment processor. Because why? Because some challenges you cannot finish in 1 month. You can take a $30,000 challenge. You can take a $100,000 challenge. You can take, but normally a small, what is your target? $3,000. So a $50,000 account needs to go to 53,000. That's all the target is. So far, I haven't lost anywhere. Pay $30, open up an account. They'll give you a username, password that can connect with Ninja. That's it. Before you were doing a demo, now you are in a somewhat of a real account, but not real. It doesn't cost them anything. They're not. So you pay 30, they give you a service. You're now practicing your trading. Simple, very simple. Bullnox allows you to make $3,000 of target in 1 day. You can open an account at 4:45 and you can pass it by 5 o'clock if you know what you're doing. Meaning that they don't care how many lots you go in, there's a limit lots, and you can pass it within a day. You can, with Apex and Bullnox, they have a 1-day passing qualification. So what does that mean? You can pass your exam in less than 2 minutes, like 5 minutes, 2 minutes. Like if the market closes at 5 o'clock, you can buy an account at 4:45, connect to Ninja, pick a trade, make your 3,000. Let's say how to make 3,000. Take 5 lots of ES or NASDAQ, market goes in your favor. I have a lot of people who gamble, big time gamblers. I'll give you a trick. Buy 2 accounts, go 1 long, 1 short, एक पास हो जाएगा, no problem. मैं आपको एपेक्स की 90% सेल लगे, एक बाय कर दो 4 लॉट के साथ, एक सेल कर दो, 10 बजे जब न्यूज आनी है, एक पास हो जाएगा यार, $60 में पीए मिल जाएगा कोई. Like we have people who sit on FOMC, they buy Apex 10 accounts, and then they buy a copier. 5 long, 5 short, hedge against each other, and they pass instantly. Only Apex allows you to do it. Just remember, Bullnox finds out, they don't allow you to hedge. But if I have a lot of guys who said, yaar, round 2 आराम से कर लेंगे, round 1 में जरा जल्दी से निकल दे. Go buy Apex. They allows you. Says you want to hedge, we don't care. So you buy an account in Apex, long. You buy an account, instantly open up 2 DOMs, and you are playing casino, long and short, same time. Yeah, exactly. No, एक तो पास हो जाएगा ना, एक तो हो जाएगा, 100% एक पास. Same time, same company, एक buy, same market. So I'll give you an ATM for it if you want to pass. 4 NASDAQ, 4 lot of NASDAQ, TP 80 ticks, SL 80 ticks. What does that mean? That's a $1,500 account, because you can only hedge properly an account where the threshold and the stop loss is identical. So if you take an Apex account, which is $25,000, which it has a target of 1,500, it has a loss of 1,500. So I'm giving you a cheat sheet right now. You want to pass? Don't do that in round 2. You're not going to make that far. They are very strict. But you said, you know what? I just want to cheat. All right. I like to cheat all the time. I find ways to cheat. Yes, that's creativity. Anybody, I really love sometimes lazy people. Why? They find the most creative ways to get a job done without moving. They're like, if you're that type of person, all you're looking for is a shortcut in life to get somewhere. And Apex hedging is the best shortcut. So what's an ATM? Pick NQ full, put 80 ticks stop loss, 80 ticks TP, put an ATM. At 2 o'clock, FOMC, open 2 DOMs. Account number 1, buy. Account number 2, sell. And just press the button. Market will go, it's a 80 is 20. 20-point NASDAQ with 4 lots will auto kill you and auto pass you. I've had people who bought 20. Apex allows you 20 accounts. PAs, by the way.
So what if like one already it takes profit?
Yeah.
Another one.
No, it will do identical because by the time that hits TP, that has hit an SL. It's identical, right? It's a hedge. So I know people who bought 40 accounts. 1 copier, 40 accounts, 20 long, 20 short. पैसे है ना, वो कहते हैं निकलना है. कितने का एक अकाउंट आया? $12 का. Apex gives you sometime a crazy sale for $19 or $12. So you can go ahead and buy multiple accounts, 2 long, 2 short, 2 pass ho gaye. Look at the cost, right? Make sure you do this when they're 90% off. Otherwise, what's the problem? What's the purpose, right? So a lot of time people will do this funded companies, sneaky little things, but only that I know of, Apex allows you to do. You can collude with a friend. Say, यार आप बुलनॉक्स ले लो, आप ले लो, मैं लॉन्ग जाता हूँ, आप शॉर्ट जाता हूँ, एक पास हो जाएगा कि नहीं? ठीक है, मैं आपको इनसाइट्स भी दे रहा हूँ. आप अपनी फ्रेंड से कहें यार एक बुलनॉक्स लेना, हमने आपस में हेज करना है. किसी एक का तो पास हो जाएगा. तो अगर हेज क्रॉस था, उनको तो ये तो नहीं पता कि आप दोनों रिलेटेड हैं. It's just giving you ideas how to do it. Meaning this is, what, beginners don't use this method. Why? They don't learn anything. They just want to pass it, right? But I'm giving you everything. Today is the class for like how to do it all, right? So what is FOMC? Earnings, CPI, PPI. So you look at CPI, okay, generally CPI, PPI, non-farm ADP. These are the timings, but you got to wake up a little early, around 8:30, because this happens at 8:30 most of the time. And you can just at 1:59:59, you just got to hit the button because bots are gonna go crazy. They will give you a 20-point move and then you're done because it will auto kick you out on both ATMs. So this is called the hedging. Those people who would just want to have an express way to get into it, because once you have a PA, आप slow कर सकते हो ना अपने आप को. यार मेरा आपका one time fee है, 50 इधर 20 इधर 30 करते करते आप निकाल लेते हो, right? So this is, it's an express way to get into hedging. Even here, find a good day when the price is at expected high, get the big chunk out of it. Yesterday, I know a lot of people made $700 out of the $3,000 target. Expected high, na? Whenever market reaches at an extreme high for the day, sell a bigger lot. Like not randomly, just like, okay, I'm to Monday, no expected high. Tuesday, no expected high. Thursday, no expect. Friday got expected high. Sell, पूरे हफ्ते का trade हो जाएगा. For those, I just remember something and I wanted to convey.
How many chances like market go extreme, low and high?
I have 5 years, I've seen like 4 times. Expected high every day. But what I just remember what Daniel had told me to say. If anybody is looking to trade gold, look for 240 chart. If the price is outside of the 240 chart, best time to buy. So if you're trading gold, Every time the price goes outside of 240 chart, just go long.
Can I put an indicator for me?
Yeah, you can put an alert. No problem. Alert, yeah. 240. 240 meaning 4 hour candle. If it goes the lower band, anytime the price is above 240, avoid buying gold. That's it. Now, if that happened in last 3 days, how do you do it? You'd back test, open a 240 chart, go all the way back. I don't care, 200 days, 300 days, 400 days. You will see every time price of gold moves below that band, it bounces in again. Maybe you do this on a live trade, like go on forex.com, open a live account. Live account, interactive, open a live account. But put that account to trade only one trade a month or one trade a year, whatever. Whenever that price goes below, that's when you buy. So I just remember it because he has said you can announce it now that if you're looking for gold trade on a real account, because this will not happen every day for day trading. This is nothing to do with day trading. Gigi,
What line do you say?
it's called the lower band. You see every chart has a black line up and black, so lower band. So I'll show you on this screen. So on a 240, I think 240. So you will see this black line. These black lines on 240, there's a black line going to, and then you are able to. Yeah, it means that's a good zone to buy for.
But when would you set it then?
You know, $20 नहीं $20 अगर गोल्ड मूव हो जाए ना तो आपके $2000 बनते हैं फ्यूचर्स में. तो आप $5 ले लो, 6 महीने आपने $2500 का अकाउंट है, एक माइक्रो छोड़ दिया है, वो चलता गया तो उसमें $200-300-400 बन जाता है. इतना मुश्किल नहीं है. वो एक साइड पे बिल्कुल चीज पड़ी है, दिख रहा है कि जी गोल्ड इधर पे इस पे आ गया और फिर वहां से अब तो live account you can open with ninjatrader.com. That's a live account. If you're listening me from outside of Ontario, you can open a live account with GFF Global Futures or AMP Futures. These are the three companies. 100%. Like so, not every broker, because right now, if they support Ninja, yes, it can work. Interactive Broker does it. Charles does it. Few others do it. You just have to talk to a broker if you can connect with Ninja. But sometime I use this service. Let me write it down. KINETICK. This service provider will allow you to connect to Ninja. So let me give you another example. You want to trade Apple, Microsoft, NVIDIA, Microsoft, Tesla, doesn't matter. You want to analyze through my software. Yes, you can. No problem. It works. But you need a subscription with this company, KindTech. Because every time Apple is down the 240 chart, buy options, go long for 2 weeks premium. This is out of futures. I'm giving you an idea. Mr. Nomad does better job at teaching you how to do options. But if you want to do options, open up 240 chart. If it's below this band, 2 weeks expiry, go long. Simple. So so this software does support options too. It's not that we don't do options, we do futures. So if you want to do stocks, go to Connect, get a subscription. You want to analyze Apple. No problem. Takes 30 seconds to analyze Apple. Where is Apple trading? If somebody says, should I go and buy NVIDIA right now? Should I go and buy Tesla right now? Should I go buy Amazon right now? Should I go and buy Microsoft, Meta? Yes, there's always a good price and a bad price. When Tesla was trading at 485, the software was saying, please just stay in short if you're going to take options. So this software works for stocks too and options as well. Yes, but you have to get subscription from KindTech, because KindTech will then connect with Ninja and it will give you live data. Because all you care about in this software is getting the data within your thing. And Wealthsimple is a broker that lets you trade, right? I have Wealthsimple. So live example, you can check my status that I posted on TikTok too. When Tesla and Trump fought about 2 months ago, Tesla price was trading around 360, 370, and it fell, right? It fell and fell and fell. I picked up Tesla around 287, I believe, or 290, something like that. And I bought about 100 shares, 113 shares. Within 2 days, that price went to 315. So you will always have an opportunity for a long-term or a short-term investment. What is the price trading at? And you just open up these two charts, 240 or 1440. This is called the daily chart. And if it goes below that, oh, definitely market is. See, right now, the prices are outside in the upper zone. They're above 240. They're above 1440. That's what we said. Price is overbought. It is overbought. It's too high. Yes.
You told me like 1 minute that you have some guys who are in back from like Pakistan. They are building on community. Okay, so like most of the time, as I know in Asia, they are using esport gold. So like they are trading in gold. So like what's the difference in esport gold?
Okay. It's a gap of $8, approximately $8. Futures is number one, top. There's nothing above futures. Then you have spot, CFD, cash. It's just a variation of it. Meaning that if you want to buy cash gold, you need $3,700 cash to do a full lot. Then you can break it down 001, 002, different denom pips altogether you can buy. But we look at futures prices, that determines everything else. So when futures will go to expected high, CFD, spot, cash will follow. So a lot of people who are trading FTMO accounts, that's another funded company, they trade CFDs. So whenever NASDAQ goes to upper expected high, they short that FTMO account. Whenever NASDAQ goes down, because the best part about you can write down FTMO as well. They let you hold the trade at 5 o'clock. There's a trading firm, these companies, futures, Bullnox, Purdia, Take Profit, will not let you hold the trade for the overnight trade. At 5 o'clock, you must close your trades and then go forward. So everybody with me on this so far? So gold thing came side. And you can use connect to kind of look at other stocks as well. So 50,000 target, you have to turn into 53,000. You have to turn 25 to make sure that doesn't go to zero. That's the purpose. Yes.
Take profit.
FTMO. These are the top 4 companies. So number 1 for beginners, we're asking for Bullnox. Then we're asking for Take Profit. Then we're saying if you are good from get some money out of Take Profit, go to Purdia. And then from Purdia, you can go to FTMO. By then, you know everything, how the end of day works. So in a term that I will have to explain you here is
The morning time, what time you can start for this Lunox and
it starts 6 p.m. Everything starts, the trading day starts at 6 p.m. So 6 p.m. to 5 p.m. is one day. So that's, if you trade on Sunday at 6, the Bullnox will write APEC as a Monday, as a date, until 5. So 5 o'clock, it shuts down. 6 o'clock is the new day. Yes.
So as I said, we have to turn that 50,000 to 53,000.
Correct.
What will happen on October 19th? Let's say if I made only 52,000.
Correct. So let's write some rules. So number 1, make 3,000. So that's a rule that you gotta follow. Your max loss is 2,500. You can only lose $2,500. That's it. Account is blown. You will lose $30. If you go below this target, you lost it, right? Number 3, you have anywhere from 1 day all the way to your 1 month to complete the target. I'll come to your question shortly. That's your rule number 3. So rule number 4 really doesn't have it. And they will give you a number of contracts you can take, 5 contracts, 2. It's written on their top. They change it sometimes. They will say 7 minis are allowed, 2 minis are allowed, 3 minis are allowed. Most critical thing, please close your trade by 4:59 p.m. Eastern. They're very, very, very strict on timing, guys. You leave your trade open at 5 o'clock, you are instantly dead. Meaning you have lost, doesn't matter how much progress there is. You have made $2,900 and $100 was left. Take Profit is going to send you an email. Congratulations, you've been liquidated successfully. I don't know why they add the word congratulations. Like, it kind of messes up that. Why are you congratulating? It says account liquidated successfully. Like, okay, yeah, ठीक है. So please, 4:59. So make a habit. Don't trade after 4. If you're a beginner, please, for God's sake, why? 4 o'clock, companies open their mouth for earnings. सर जितने मर्जी ले लें. मैं आ रहा हूँ. मेरा आज पूरा, मैं सर आपके साथ 2:30 तक हूँ. फिक्र ना करें. अभी हम पहली कंपनी पे हमारा, ठीक है. इस 3,000 बनाने हैं, 2,500 लॉस नहीं करना. 1 month है. Forgot the word H, character H, and 5 o'clock. Really, these are the only 5 rules or 4 rules to follow. Now, one of 3 things will happen. One of 3 things. You will either pass, you will either fail, or it's called a rollover. You got sick, you had to go to a wedding, you forgot about it, you lost interest, whatever you did. So remember, you will either pass, you will either fail, or you will do something called a rollover. Pass means congratulations, you're going to round 2. They give you a certificate. Thank you very much for coming in. You have shown your skill and you have passed. How you passed it, who cares? You hedged it. You bought with 3 contracts, overbought, oversold, RSI, divergent, MACDs, sat down with a mentor. Mentor took the trade. I don't care how you passed. They don't care. All you have to do is just pass it. Fail means you failed one of these conditions. Condition 1 is not a fail, but you have lost $2,500 in your account. So you took a trade, minus 400, you took another trade, another 400, you took another trade, another 400, and eventually you lost $2,500. Account is closed. Account is canceled. Account is blown successfully. So that's the word. Or you forgot to keep a trade open. You forgot, and they will say, sorry, you no longer. So these are the 4. Rollover means October 19 comes around, and all of a sudden you have made in your account $2,300. You still have a balance, but you quite couldn't finish it because you got sick or wedding or whatever, or birthday, you got married, I don't care, vacation. They will charge you another $30 automatically. It's saving in your thing. And they will renew your account. This is for round 1, by the way, not 2. We're not going to get to round 2 right now. This is round 1 only, evaluation. Apex calls it evaluation. These guys call it evaluation. So Take Profit calls it a test. Purdia doesn't have that, but this is the rule. Yes.
So account goes 5,100.
51,000? Yeah. Yes.
And
Account gone. Yes. Max loss is 2,500. Now this is doesn't matter how much money you made. They don't care. Maximum loss is 2,500. So
For example, I made 52,500.
it's not. You cannot lose 5,000 now. Okay. I'll actually I have to explain you this detail in detail. because I have to do trade by trade to give. That's why I wrote this. And I get a lot of questions. And I said, well, I have this much account balance. First of all, just think to yourself, they're not going to give you for $30, 50 grand. Just realistically speaking. No company is going to give you that. They're only giving you for $30, $2,500 in your account. This is how their ledger reads it and writes it. I'm a programmer. I know they're only checking for this figure to be this number. That's it. That's how they record their ledger on their software. And this cannot go to zero. It's fully automated. So let's assume today's day one. You managed to make 5 points today, $5. I don't care how you made it. 5 points on ES is $250. This is how they will write $250. Their software checks how much is your maximum losing ability. It will write 0 here. Any money that you make doesn't add to your losing ability. You lost. So any given time, the word is called trailing threshold. Every funded company in the world only works this way. Trailing threshold. Meaning today you made 250. It's not like tomorrow you can lose 2750. No, you cannot. You can only lose. So the question was, I managed, you made 1,000. You made another 500. You made another 250. You know what you're up to? 1,000, 1,500, almost $2,000 you have made, right? It doesn't mean you can lose $4,500 now. You can only lose $2,500 from your highest balance that you are on the ladder. What it gives you. This is an amazing thing, if you ask me. And I support it 100% of the time. Why? A lot of people have this concept of principle wrong. Tell me what a principle is. Principle is, if I ask you, today you came to this business and you have $5,000. Everybody has, in trading universe, everybody that I know gets it wrong. They said, I started my business with $5,000. I managed to make $2,000. I got up to $7,000 and I lost $2,000 again. My principal is safe. That's the most dumbest thing a lot of people say to my thing. Every dollar that you add is your principal now. That's how trading is supposed to work. It's not, okay, so that means you started with 5. In a year, you made 2 grand. It means you're not counting any of the effort that you made, that now you have to protect your new balance. This is how this company wants you. Every futures, you get hired at Wall Street. They give you a $10 million account. It's not like they give you 10 million and tomorrow that becomes 11 million and then you lose $1 million. They say, here's your 10 back. My job is done. Thank you. No, principle me. Every single day, you have to protect your principal. And your principal becomes, what is the maximum amount? If today is 50,000, you made 250, now you got to start protecting. That's why they don't give you any more bonus. You made money, good. Now this is your starting capital, 52,200. Like 50,250 becomes your new capital. You made another 1,000. Your new capital is the next higher amount. So this is the best thing they have put into their system. Yes, if you open a real live account, you start with 5,000, you can go up to 7,000. And then let's say you say, I lost 2,000. Are you going to say, most people say, well, my principal is safe. It's okay. That is the wrong approach. You add $10 to your 50,000. That's your principal now. That's you got to protect that to make sure you don't give away that. So this is the inherent rule that's built into it. You start with your account here. As you climb, their maximum loss doesn't change. However, where does it change? You took a trade, you were down $200. You hit your first stop loss. Yes, they will write it like this, minus 200. Everybody with me? Now, how much target there is? 3,000 was starting, minus 2,500. Now, look how that shifts. Now, you have to make 3,200. So any money you lose, you got to recoup. This is strict rule, meaning that now in order to pass, not only you have to make 3,000, the money that you lost, you have to make it too. And only thing now you have left is 2,300. You with me, right? Your balance starts 3,000, 2,500. You make 200, yes. You 28 you have to make, you still have 2,500. You're climbing together, but if you fall, if you lose another $200, minus 200. Now remember, anything you're losing, so every trade you took, just remember, you're going to have to come back and recover it. So that's how all these funded companies work. And this is what makes it very difficult to pass them. Why? You down $100, now you got to recover it to make sure you finish your exam properly. So every trade you take, be very careful that I understand where I'm going to take it, what my stop loss is, but at least you have a buffer. It's not like instant kill. So these two stop losses you took, and then you recovered some money that day. You made $500. You okay? No problem. This is how normal trading, by the way, goes. 200 up, 100 down. Let me just write one thing. You know how much money they will put back into your buffer? Correct. 100% correct. Because your buffer is capped at 2,500. They're not going to give you any more threshold. So whatever your threshold was empty, they poured the profits in there. But so this money is always used, this column, for your target. A lot of people lose 2,500, but their cash value shows 47,000. They're like, यार account पे trade नहीं लग रहा. ओ भाई आपके पास 47,000 नहीं थे, आपके पास सिर्फ 2,000 थे, वो गया और खत्म हो गया. Right? So yes, how you are.
So, see, you are playing right now, so it's pretty good.
Yeah.
But until now, we spent like a 1 week. We learned so many things.
Mhm.
But every day I'm thinking, like, it doesn't come into my mind. I like this system works like this.
Yeah.
And then I am assuming, okay, I lost, okay, but only yesterday I figured out something tricky, and then I checked it out online.
Yeah.
In the YouTube.
Yeah, because
You told like,
but here, but here's my argument question back to you is, why are you doing a funded account 4 weeks into it? No, but what I'm saying is all of this is, everybody has a funded account on already. I don't know why, but it's okay. You're supposed to learn the strategies first before you go into funded account. You have to learn what a mid-band is. And then, okay, some people are, I'm not stopping anybody. I had 4 people ask Miss Tulip, I got a call this morning. I am not going to, bluntly said, I don't have time for videos. I'm not going to do it. Give me a session. I said, wait, let Mr. Happy come, $1,500 US, you pay. He will train you in a matter of 1 week. He will give you one strategy. Yes, you have money, you don't have time. Time is money, right? He said, you know what? I have 2 mentors. One charges $1,000 US, one charges $1,500 US. They will sit down with you. My whole goal is to not suck money out of you. But if you don't want to do the work we give you for free, yes, go be my guest. Pay me $50 US per hour. I'll put a mentor on you. No problem. It's not like I want to suck the money out of you. My goal is, I don't even know how all of you guys have a funded account by now. I like kills my head. Why? Half of you haven't seen a video number 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. If I ask you to plot me a divergence, you're gonna say, I don't know, right? Sorry. Demo, keep getting a new email. Every 2 weeks, they give you free data, man. Just go on ninjatrader.com, gmail123.com, gmail234.com. Make an email account, get free data. Funded account is great. If you're learning and not trading, yes, pay $30. All market data is open. But don't ask me that, like the questions that are. So this thing wasn't explained to you until today. No, right? I'm not.
Some money and then I had passed.
See, yesterday, me and you spoke, right? And I just shook my head on other side of the screen. I'm like, it was, no, I was reading it.
Okay.
4 people answered those.
Yeah.
And I have an open chat, and somebody is saying they're shaking the head, right? So support is replying to you, but I'm reading it. So because I get to read 9 to 11, I see every message. Only where and one support said 2 minis, and I was shaking my head because $1,500 account, and she went in with 2 minis. That's suicidal. That is just, I know. That's fine. PA, just PA, slow down. When you sent a message that I didn't lose 1,500, I only lost 1,350. There's one last trap of these companies. There's a trap. It's not like so easy. Oh, just pay $30 and I'm gonna pass it, and this is it. Remember, this is exit, this is entry of this maze. It's not a straightforward line with these rules. You know, it goes in these curves, and I know all the landmines these guys put in. The most difficult landmine of a funded company, the word is called live trailing threshold. Just remember this. You will forget, and you are gonna say, why? This is the most. So when you are searching for a funded company online, whether through us that are affiliated with us or not, we try to only bring you companies that pay. These are there's a word of trailing threshold everybody knows, but one is called live trailing threshold, one is called end of day threshold. Very critical. Because again, why does this matter in this funded thing? Let's say you take a trade right now. Most of you doing ES? Okay. Price is 67.01. Mid-band. Everything is green. You're beautiful. You took a trade, area trade, whatever trade, I don't care. Price starts to go in your favor. You hit 6705. This is live example. How much profit you're in right now? You're in a profit. The price has gone up $4, $200. 100, correct. Most people say, ठीक है, जा रही है price, जा रही है. Price starts to come back, and now you see on your screen price set at 6702. How much profit you're in? 50. Good. 2 weeks ago, you didn't know what an ES and tick, and today neurons are being developed. You close your trade right here. You know how they will write your ledger? Like this. Congratulations, Rafay, for making $50. I'm sorry to say, you saw 200, I'm gonna deduct 150. This is gonna mess you guys up royally. That's the biggest trap of a funded companies in the history of funded companies.
I saw the profit of $400 because I took 3.
Okay.
And then it went down.
Yeah.
And
Of course. Because what they do is they start connecting your principal to the highest value. So they have a rule built in called live trailing threshold. This is, so then you're okay. This is only if you close the trade. If it goes back up to 65 and 66, there's no penalty. So a lot of time you are now this will double trap you guys. Why? You're thinking, what, I've already lost 150. If I close the trade now, I get 150, but I get 50, but I lose $150, right? Then you keeping the trade open, and sometime it goes back up, but sometime it goes again. But they will start counting your profit from here. This is the biggest scam in the prop firm industry that we know of. But why do we do what do we do? Now, this is equivalent to, I'll tell you, I love this option too. Why? It forces all of you to learn to trail your profits. The word is called trailing your profits. This is equivalent to what I call running in a market naked. You have no idea how much TP you're going to take. So here's the rule. I'm going to put it four square. Every time, every trade, know your entry. I'm going to take a mid-band trade. I'm going to take a divergence trade. I'm going to take a gap trade. I'm going to take an area trade. So if you don't have these three things figured out, trading is going to be difficult. Number one, your entry price. Number two, where am I going to exit with my TP? I'm going to take 2 ticks, 4 ticks, 5 ticks, 8 ticks, 12 ticks, 15 ticks. So you got to come up with a plan. How many ticks I'm going to take in this trade? So
Better if you take small.
yes, but I'll give you an easier trick here. Every trader must know their stop loss. I'm going to take a 20 tick stop loss in this trade. I'm going to take a 15 tick stop loss. Area goes against me, I'll take a 5-point stop loss. So you got to know this. An advanced trader has one more column. They call it average. I don't recommend any of you to get into averaging. It can really ruin you faster than you can make. This fourth column is for advanced trading, because some people will enter at a price and then they will average at it to make an extra lot. Please don't do that. Beginners just should have 3 things. Where's my entry? So expected high. Price goes to 24,890 is the price given to you. Okay, that's my entry. I know my entry. How many points are you going to take? I'm going to take 10 points out of it. Now you know your exit on the TP. So if the price goes down to 880 or 10 points, that's my TP. What if it goes against me? If it goes against me 5 points, 10 points, 15, are you going to run the trade indefinite until it goes to zero, your account balance? No. So every single trade, now I'll give you a live example of a product that I'm working for all of you. I opened up SuperAreas.com and you will have access to very soon this cool feature in your dashboard. TRADES. But this is not the URL for now, but trades. We're building a trade logger for you.
Just like the sheet you're using?
Huh?
Just like the sheet you're using in the last Wednesday?
Yeah, similar. So here, I want you to, before you take a trade and after you take a trade, I want you to just simply step back and analyze what you do. If you are like, I'm still looking for the person who I saw a picture who took every mid-band trade, and he's on one of our videos too. And he figured out, I love his journal, and I showed it to the Daniel and his top guys. I'm like, so far we found one guy who write everything, how it's supposed to be. So we're building a trade logger. It's again, you will pick what type of trade it's going to be. From the 15 trades type we teach you, are you taking a bottom of the bar? Are you taking a mid-band? Are you taking a gap trade? Are you taking a fib trade? Are you taking an SRES trade? You got to know what type of trade it is. If you don't, you're just going to hit buy market, sell market, buy market, sell market, and then account is blown, right? So please, this is something we're going to build for you. And then, of course, he will ask you, what type of chart did you use? You know why I'm putting this effort into you guys? In 3 months, some of you may not be successful. And then you're going to come back and troll us. I joined, I paid $900, program doesn't work, seems like a scam. not knowing any effort. So this is my way to trap you into your own trolling. I'm going to ask you publicly, you put a comment there, I want to see your trade log. What type of TP did you put? What type of SL did you put? I want to know, because it will put a log of your trade. I don't care. This is, you are tracking it. Because what will happen is, I can then go back to this exact position in my trade, and I can say, Rafay, can you analyze why this trade failed? Because it gives me a better idea. You took a midband. I don't know what midband you took. I have no idea what time you took it. I have no idea what the chart that was saying. In order for me to audit your work, I need some entries. I need to know. And of course, you're not going to mess it up, because now you know somebody can really go back and see. And I'm going to ask you, how many contracts did you put in? Because I'm going to go against your number of, like, how much account balance you had. If you say I have a $1,500 account and I see 2 contracts, I have an answer for you. Yeah, it's okay. It's no worry. So I'm going to ask you what, if it doesn't let you put in 0, by the way, it means you did not have a stop loss. It means you had no idea what my winning ticks were. So it will ask you trade type, chart name, market, result. Because with a pool of people, it's easier for me to audit what's going on, to say, all right, can you check why my midband failed? Then I can say, okay, so I have to make sure that you do your work and then I'll do mine proper. So coming back to this answer quickly, how to answer it. What will happen is, when you saw a profit of 6705 and you saw $200, move your stop loss above and lock your profit, and keep behind maybe 6 ticks, or Daniel says 10 ticks, but 4 ticks, meaning lock $150. So you took a trade, you're going in profit, you have a stop loss, just click on it and make it higher. That's called trailing your stop loss. That's a mandatory thing.
Also, the profit part is like, you know what, how I understood,
Mhm.
and I'm glad you're explaining this, that if the market was going in between, like I had put my take profit at 6705.
Okay, let's do this. 6701 is your entry. You took a mid-band trade and you say 6695. I'm taking a stop loss. Okay, that's my stop loss in case, and 6705 is my TP.
So what I did,
Mhm.
let's say it went to 6704,
Yes.
and I'm like, okay, I'm making whatever.
So you're making, yes.
I cashed it, I closed it, but then it took some money out.
No, that may be a little bit based on commissions or something else. Okay. But did you close it by pressing close button? Okay, so it didn't hit your TP.
Yes.
Okay.
So I think they also deduct that.
Correct. Because 1 tick is gone by hitting close. Almost. But what you should do is,
They took even more out of the profit, even if I closed it.
okay, it depends on where your order got executed in the whole. So you entered here. Okay, so you enter here. This is your TP that I want to take 5 points out of it. What you should do is move your stop loss at 6703. So rather than hitting close, just make that bracket tighter. A lot of people would close, and from close from here, from Keaton to Chicago Mercantile Exchange is 12 hops, by the way. When you do a ping, it goes to your Starlink. Starlink then goes to your Rogers. Rogers goes to their like data center. Front Street goes to Chicago. So 12 ping servers. So you hit close at 6704. Probably at Chicago Mercantile Exchange, the price was 6703. And then it gave you the highest price. So the best way to exit an order is through the limit order.
What's
That,
the logic with the stop loss?
that's locking your profits. So what this is to prevent this kind of thing happening. So it goes in your favor and then quickly comes back. By the way, you can program this in Ninja to be automatic. You don't have to move your stop losses yourself. Inside a Ninja, there's a video you can watch on my YouTube. It says, move my trail automatically. So
even if you have ATM,
yes, ATM, there's a built-in. So if you go on YouTube, on our channel, YouTube, our areas Algo, right here, it's called, if I go search, it's called Auto Trail. Right here, you see, there's a video that I did almost, let me change this. This is called Ninja Trader 8.1 with or without auto trailing. So what the benefit is, you can say, if I made $200, lock 100. If I made $300, it will start locking it for you automatically. You don't have to drag anything. There's a,
you're done with that trade.
yeah, until it hits TP or SL. So your SL becomes a trailing profit. So it says at the beginning. So imagine it this way. You opened a trade. What are you trying to do is protect your trade by putting a stop loss. But whenever that trade goes into profit, you're moving that stop loss. It's become something called trailing your profit. It's still a loss, but from a principal, right? From the highest point. So you can avoid this trap by locking your profits. You saw $200, lock 100. So now your threshold is not going to go down so much, maybe by $50. It's okay. Market में थोड़ा बहुत उधार तो रहता है, कोई बात नहीं. So this is how they have set up the traps, and we have these things against to make sure that you don't fall in the victim. Because if you see $700, or in his case, he saw $400, your TP will start from that 400. So what you should have done is right away lock 300. You're like guaranteed nobody's going to take that much money from me. So that's called trailing your profit. So whenever you took a trade, first know what is my stop loss, what is my entry. Yeah, I took some days I take a stop loss, no problem. Every time I would go into a huge losses is whenever I tried to average too quickly. I started with one lot, added one more lot, added one more lot. कि अब प्राइस दोनों की मिलके नीचे आ जाएगी, पता लगे और ऊपर गई डबल लॉट से दो और लगा दिए. So average will kill you, and having no stop loss will blow your accounts, because literally you can run this account down to minus 2,500. So what will happen is if you saw $500 and you didn't close your trade, right here on my YouTube video.
Like the calculation in here, SuperAreas.
Yeah, all the calculations. There is a video called, I'll show you this video. It's called All Trades. Look, there's a video called, I took every type of trade that we teach.
Trade law. He's talking about
Trade law.
Logger. Okay. Locking. I thought log. Within SuperAreas, you will have this. We're just finalizing it to see what, because we just care about what trade you took, what SL, what TP, what time, what market, what chart. It will log it. Nobody else sees it. I don't even see it until you say, Rafay, can you pull up this time? So, and analyze it with the mentor to see these are the entries I took. Why did they fail? Maybe the mentor can say the price wasn't coming from a higher high or lower low, things like that. So trade logger is coming very soon. So coming to it, I think I gotta start rushing for the next 30 minutes to complete this. Yes.
So instead of like what I understand is it's better not to go to the losses side, make some profit.
Yeah, lock it.
That's all.
Yeah, that's it.
Forgot about the,
If you see, I know, you're trying. No, but what happens is most losses will happen wrong lot size. $1,500 account, 2 minis, one small mistake, and your account is gone, right? Meaning that all of a sudden you were thinking long, but the price moved against you. You didn't have enough threshold, account is gone. Yes.
For funded account, let's say if you have two different funding companies.
Yes.
And then you want to copy the trade.
Right. There's something called a trade copier.
To pass both of them at the same time.
Yeah, so you will put one as a leader, one as a follower, and sure, my team on the super areas will get you that. So this is, by the way, your exam. Whether you take profit, whether you take bull knocks, these two companies will give you a starting target, and then they'll give you an ending target, and they'll give you some capital to work with. Once you pass it, they'll send you a certificate. They'll ask you to pay. Now, round two becomes the most critical time because why? How much money you're going to put into round two? Only 150. To complete your question, you have then, if you pay 30 again, you have another full month to complete your target of round one because you're still in a round one. आप 2500 बना लिए थे, roll over हो गया. And one last thing is, let's say your account is dead almost. You have lost $2,200 and you only have $300 of available balance to play with. You know how much your target is? Very high, 3,000 plus almost 2,300, right? It's kill that account, kill it. Why? It's gonna be renewed at the same cost, even if you have $1 left in your threshold. They will renew it at the same. They don't know. They're not aware of your account. Their system says, "Is this zero?" Move over. Meaning that if you blew an account, meaning that you took a heavy losses and your account balance was from $2,500, it went to $1. You only have $1 of available balance, and a renewal date comes. It will take that $1. Now you have lost $30. So if you are down to your last breath, might as well kill it. It's not worth it to renew an account because you are going to have a huge challenge. So these accounts, 50,000, 25,000, if you're not able to complete within a month, kill it. Your target should not be going into month 2 or month 3 or month 4. Yes, if you're doing a $250,000 account, $300,000 account, yes, you can roll over. So in my opinion, there's no point of resetting an account. In my opinion, there's no point of renewing an account, which is almost near debt collapsing anyway. Just go buy a new account. It's cheaper. And if you kill an account 5 days into it, go buy a new account rather than, because even if you have $1 left and they do a rollover, you're not going to refund your money. So finish it within a month, please. And how much? A $25,000 account, $100 a day, you can finish it in 15 days. Go in, take 4 takes, done. Go in, take 8 takes, 2 points a day. My mentors. Let me show to something private if I can. It's on this computer. We have a mentors because we have a team, right? 8 mentors. They're all supposed to report their floor's earnings for today. Murtaz will say, if I can open it up here, give me a second. Mentor. And sorry guys, I got to put in the charger because my laptop is going to die otherwise. So every single mentor is obligated, and I have to say this word, they're ethically responsible to make sure you're successful. None of us are legally responsible, financially responsible, ethically. Yes, you took a program. We have a mentor in front of you. Tulip, let me read her. 2 points from midband, 1 point from R1. So that's Tulip's trades for Friday. 2 plus 2, 4 points. Wait, Majid Bhai, my floor. 4 points from R1. That's 4 points. Let me come to Murtaz, the guy who sat inside. Midband, 1 point. SRES, 1 point. Another SRES, 1 point. Top of the bar, 1 point. Midband, 1 point. Then I took a stop loss on one midband. Then I took 10 points from NASDAQ and another 10 points from NASDAQ. That's his report. Vikram, ES short and long total 4 points. Junaid Bhai didn't do trade, I believe, on Friday, but every single mentor, their job is to make sure that get you a couple of $100 a day based on. So when they say wait, wait. Sometimes Happy sits here for 5 minutes, they're done. Sometimes 4 hours, they're not done because they have no idea how many people are following him, right? So you have to make sure that. So yes, you can trade on your own, no problem, but these mentors have a strict guideline. You can't become our mentor, by the way, until you have passed an EA, until you have passed the PA. You can be a good mentor, may not be a good trader yourself. You can be a good trader, may not be a good mentor. So to find the hybrid combo to make sure that you are fit for it, we go through some critical changes and protocols to make sure you're. So to pass an exam, if you just came and you just followed, Happy has been sitting here for approximately 3 months. I think one day was there where they hit a big loss, meaning the proper 5-point loss. 100, 200, 150, 100. Most of you guys are not capable yet to trade on their own. Most traders at the beginning cannot see what an experienced mentor can see. So yes, you will get there 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, 8 months into it. So for now, if you have made your $100 to $200, switch yourself into simulation. So don't trade your funded account. If you have made your target, a $25,000 account only takes, $100 a day to pass. Goes $50, $60, 100 pass, 1.2 point. At least our mentors are capable enough to get you a couple of $100 out of a trade by saying, hey, midband is coming, R1 is coming, R2 is coming, and they will always give you a stop loss. Area is coming, we're going to put a 5-point stop loss. Area is coming, we're going to put this point TP. If you take a midband trade, that's a stop loss. If you take SRES, so don't worry, it's not that complicated.
Are you saying that like no point trying to make money in the funded accounts?
No, there is. The whole idea, now I'm coming to round 2, where, okay, first I gave you the overview picture. Why funded accounts are successful in their business model. But I have people, 40,000 per month from funded accounts. Let me show you two examples. One lady, she's taken in 3 months, she has taken $60,000 from Apex. 20 accounts, $100 a day, 150, big accounts. Real money, man, real money. Take profit, real money. My fund, like they're real, so they pay you, but who? Sorry?
Who made those money? Their client as well?
Yes, they're subscribers. They like I can bring Jatin here. August, he can open up his take profit. PA's $100 a day because he has 5 accounts. He make $100 one account, copy everything, 500 a day. So big. So you have living examples. You have Kareem Saab. You have so many people who are the 3% who are really making money out of it. Go back, check my videos. I will make $100, 200 on Purdia. I will send a request in the evening. Money is in my account. So I am making money too. Idea is be the 3%. Be those 30, 40, 50 people who are making, don't make funded companies rich. So the idea is, so if you were to put your own money versus $30, you got to learn the whole system of trading at a fraction of a cost. So I love funded companies, yet I hate them of how their business model is, where most people are losing. But next thing, PA, round number 2. So you manage to fail, go back, attempt again. Go back, attempt again. Here's our open offer. You fail 5 accounts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sit down with a mentor. Say, man, I'm struggling. What's going on? I'm following. What's going on? Mentor will ask you first 4 or 5 things. Is it are you able to make $100 a day? Yes or no? If not, come sit, follow me. So we have a plan for all of you. If you are struggling, sit.
For example, like I lost 5 accounts and I went to the mentor.
Yeah.
And my first question is like, can you show me like what's wrong with my those trades? Like,
Okay, let me ask you right now. You lost 5 accounts. Tell me why.
yeah, that's what I
No,
want.
no, no, no. I want to know first of all, how long you've been trading?
Like I before trade like every five
No, 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 no. If futures trading with us
like there is 2 weeks.
2 weeks and you have blown 5 accounts, that's your answer. That's no, 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 no. No, okay, okay, okay. Sorry. If you had lost 5 accounts in 2 weeks, you need counseling with like,
Yeah, that's what I'm
yeah.
asking. Like
So
my that time my
don't no. First of all, don't let it go to 5 accounts. Take one. Okay, she lost a round 2 account yesterday. I read the chat and ended up blaming my agent support, blaming her. Why? Why would you take a $1,500 account, go with 2 minis? So I think the conversation ended with PA, you're going to go micros. That's it. That's it. So go slow. So that's,
no, no,
yeah.
like,
So, yes. Yes.
like my question is like I follow the rules.
Yes.
But maybe I follow the wrong rules. What you say?
Correct, correct. So, but don't wait for 5 accounts.
So
Two.
I took one.
Yeah.
And I took a mentor.
Yeah.
And my question is like, okay, sir, like I lose the account.
Yes.
But can you like find out my
Yeah. So this trade logger is going to help. Next week it'll be ready. Then you start logging everything because they need to know the history of your trades.
Yeah.
Because at that time maybe the price was an expected high and you did a buy. I have users who are with me 6 to 8 months. They have paid the software. Sometimes my head hurts. They're asking me on WhatsApp, what am I supposed to do in R3? You know, they have paid $5, $6, $7,000. R3 is a resistance zone of expected high. If you're asking me what to do at 24,800, yeah, I wrote sell. But that's a fundamental problem, meaning that you are not sure what to do at an R3. And so that scares me. Anyway.
Is there a certain amount of money they hold back before they pay?
Yes, I'm coming to the next. Round number 2 starts again. How much fee you're going to pay? $150 mostly. This is an average median price of most funded companies. So when you paid 150 US dollars, right? There is no time limit in order to get to your target. So this target of 50,000 changes slightly. So 50,000 becomes 54,100. And they give you 2,500. Make sure they can. Now I'll change this slightly. So few rules change. Number 1, you don't have time limit. Take 1 day, minimum 10 days. So what are the rules for PA for most companies? Number 1, no time limit. So you bought it at 9 o'clock, you blew it at 11 o'clock. I don't know why. Because you didn't know what the rules were. It's okay. So now you're going to go back to EA, finish EA, come back. You failed this round too. You're back to round number 1. So it's like 99 on that snake thing. They put you back there. Number 2, in this account, we ask you to make $4,100. Number 3, 10 plus days, meaning that you cannot trade 5 days or 2 days and make $4,100. So you have to trade for at least 10 days. This is a real money account, by the way. Any money that you earn will be given to you. It's yours. You add $1, that's yours. How much money did you put in? 150. That's your risk. If you lost it, I don't care what speed you lost it. See, yesterday you had a loss of 1,500 bucks. Truly, you lost 10% of it. 150. A little bit less pin. Imagine you lost a real account, you would never trade again. It's a scary, right? Yeah, you're like, I know. See, ठीक है ना? तो उसको offended is there to like a firewall to make sure you don't like kill. But don't be blowing up a lot of accounts to make sure that you're not in a wrong trap. 10 days or plus. each day cannot be more than $1,500. So less than 1,500 you should make in this size of account. Every account is different, every size is different, but the consistent, this is called the 40%. So 40% rule in Bull Knox, 30% rule. You can ask me any company and my team will reply to you. Hey, what's the rule for this company? What's the rule for this company? Any banners that you see, there are hundreds of other companies. I don't know the rules, but only the banners you see, just ask me those. If you don't see a banner, go read their website because we filter them and we talk to them. So no time limit, make 4,100, do it in 10 days or more, and don't make more than, and of course, the rule of 5 o'clock. So 4:59 rule time, that's it. So 2,500. But this is where it will change a little bit. They will start to give you some credit back, meaning your live trailing threshold stops at 2,500. Anytime when your account balance, you have earned them $2,500, any money you add starts to now go tag along. So this will go until only 2,500 until your account is 52,500. Any money after 52,500, it becomes your losing ability to lose more. So if you manage to go from 50,000 to 53,000, you can lose 3,000. So now in the round 2, they're giving you some buffer back because it's real money. So you started your account like this, 2,500 and 50,000. Where are they going to pay you when your account balance reaches 54,100? That's your target. How much money did you put in? $150. So when you got to 54, let's say I'm going to write 4,100. When your account balance got to 4,100, they will pay you $1,500 out of it. So minus 1,500, you are left with 2,600, right? It's your money. They're not running away with it. Work another 10 days, make another $100, $150, bring that balance again, make another 1,500, take another 1,500. So your account balance becomes 4,100. You can rinse and repeat this for as much as you like. So first target is 4,100. You got to 4,100 and then you took out 1,500. Money will come into your Wise account, free bank account, wise.com. Open a free account. Doesn't have to come in through your Canadian. It's much faster. So, but we'll get there when we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So 4,100, turn that balance and you just take out the funds and they pay you and they pay you well. I have users after users after users. Once they crack the code of how these funded companies work, it's unlimited amount of work, amount of money sitting there. Now, those people who are with, I would say, funded companies launched somewhere 2023 March. That's where Apex came into the picture full scale. It's been almost 2 years with, I have users who took out 80 grand, 90 grand per month. I'm not talking. I have users who are managing well over 40 accounts. Why? Apex allows you 20. Legends allows you 10. Take Profit allows you 5. Bull Knox allows you 3. Purdia allows you 3. Tradeify allows you 6. Once you know their rule and you know how to trade, they just click like Jatin, main guy who introduced me to Sarek. You can come here in the evening, you can go talk to him. He'll open his accounts on Friday. You can see copy one trade, $50. So he does an average of $100 a day. That's all he makes, micros. So he trades micro NASDAQ. So price went to R3, he made $100. Okay, so simple. 5 accounts were copying, $500 done. 6 p.m. in the evening, money will come to your account. Take profit pays you daily. Purdia pays you daily. So these are the main difference between Bullnox will pay you every 10 days. Take profit pays you daily. Purdia pays you daily. These Apex pays you every 8 days. So Apex pay, so different companies. Tradeify pays you every, I think they can pay you a daily payout too. Yes.
This copier, how many accounts?
You can copy 1,000 accounts, but your computer will slow down after 20. No, but generally, because I've done 250 accounts, because, and 250 accounts. So yeah, you can, it's so easy. You can put a VPN out there and you can, my server is in Chicago. I'm not trading here because I am the fastest ping rate so my machine is sitting in Chicago. I'm not trading locally because again, when you're dealing with,
Like, for example, like those $260 we left for
Yes.
next 10 days,
yes,
and we couldn't make anything these 10 days. What will
it's okay. There is no time limit, meaning that there is no, what they're asking you is 10 plus days. You can trade for 30 days. You can trade for 50 days. What they don't want to give you any money is until you are 10 days into it.
For example, if I don't want to trade on this account,
Yeah, leave it.
left 206.
No, not $200, $2,600. Yeah, yes.
I will get this money?
No,
Never.
and that stays as your buffer, live account. What they will do is 1 payout, 2 payout, 3 payouts. Then they will unlock that fund. They want you to get 3 payouts and then they will unlock that account. Then you can take the full amount out and kill that account. No problem. There's a company that I'm putting on my banner, but that's for advanced users who don't want to trade with Ninja. You can buy an account directly, go into like a Purdia, and you can take out money the moment you made it. So trust me, next 2 years, I see 100 companies coming who are going, and the people who are expert will make the most money, 2 or 3%. If you're the gambler type of style, you go in, blow account, go back in, blow. I logged into one account. The guy had 1,500 accounts. The guy is multi-millionaire, by the way, multi-millionaire. But every time he bought accounts, he bought 20 accounts and then blew 20 accounts, bought 20 accounts, blew 20. So that's not healthy as well, man. Like if you are 4 or 5 accounts, you should know how to trade, man. Like basically, it's not that difficult. So this is the overall picture of funded account. You can ask me next 30 minutes, 40 minutes, how do they make money? They copy your trades, by the way. So they make money through you failing, ESPAs. Like APAC, what's the company? Bullnox from you made $200, $50 for evaluation. And you passed your first account ever? No. Did you? First account you passed and you paid for the round 2. So when you lost 1350, they lose $0. Most funded companies that I know of, actually all of them, they're paying out of pocket. They're not losing any money in round 2. It's simulation funds. It's not real money.
The round 2 as well?
For you, it's real. For them, it's not. Because they are hoping if they start, that you will fail. Like in her case, she lost $1,500, right? Bullnox lost 0. But Bullnox made actually money on her because of that 150, right? So this is how thousands of people are pulling in a little bit of a money and they're growing fatter and fat. Right now, Apex is making $15 million a month. Profit, because they have a lawsuit and you can read all the documents. A couple of partners fought, but they have given out $500 million too. It's not like they don't give out. They have given out a big chunk, but everybody who's failing, 97%, you're basically losing the money out there. So if you treat funded companies the way they're supposed to be, benefit for you to learn, There is unlimited amount of money. You know how to trade. You go in with focus, vision, and everything, and you can just you don't have to lose. Literally, most of the time you will lose money on revenge, over trading, greed, discipline. I have people who trade here, go home, blow their account. Trade, go home, blow their account, because they are not yet capable of trading. Yes, sir, आपका question.
Yeah, I just did the same thing on Friday yesterday. At 24,830 in the R1. So by mistake I put
Buy,
uh,
buy ना कहिएगा.
by mistake.
नहीं mistake buy ना कहिएगा. अच्छा, anyway.
Instead of AMQ, I put AMQ. And 10 my account was blocked.
It's- मेरा सिर्फ ये क्वेश्चन है कि आपका टाइम कितना हुआ है ट्रेडिंग में और आप एनक्यू कर रहे हैं. मुझे सलूट आपको करना चाहिए. नहीं मिस्टेक की बात नहीं है. एनक्यू सुसाइडल है. आपकी स्किन की ना चर्बी भी उतार के ले जाएगी, जितना बड़ी मर्जी अकाउंट हो, क्योंकि एनक्यू कैन मूव 300 to 400 points in 1 hour sometimes, or and then you're in the wrong direction. So no problem. No problem. हाँ जी.
You know, sometimes the system pauses, like freezes or something.
Yes,
You
yes.
don't get the live rate.
Correct.
You end up trading. It happened to me on Friday. You know, and the profit market
Yes.
is showing positive,
Yes.
and on top, P&L was showing
I
negative.
understand. But every person, if they're using a funded company, please have Rhythmic app on your phone or Tradeovate app on your phone, because it's a free app they give you in case live. So in case you stumble, Ninja crashes, internet goes, you still have a backup plan to exit the trade. So all funded companies have an app, Tradeovate or Rhythmic or Project X or Top Step, or everybody has an app. So in case Ninja crashes, you're able to do it. Yes. So now I'll ask Mr. Nomit to take over and.
Thank you, Mr. Rafay, for going over everything.
Yes, sir.
So, let me just give you a brief of what we discussed today, because we are coming to a conclusion of this in-person training part. So there are two things that I want to request to everyone. The first is, how many of you attended a tulip session last week? Just 1, 2, 3, 4.
Not here, not on the phone.
But anyways, like virtually, who did not attend any of the days from Monday to Friday last week? How many people can you raise your hand? 1, 2, 3, 4. Any specific reason that you didn't have time, or what was the reason? See, the point over here is, unless you come and you attend a session with a mentor, how will you get to know the effectiveness of the program? We are trying to hold your hand and take you through this learning curve. Every day. Who does not have the information except him that you were not aware? Everybody was aware. I think there is some gap. Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Yeah. So my only request to the people is that this week we'll have another mentor. Why we are doing this is a pilot project that we are trying to run, and we are trying to correct few things from the previous learning of the batches. And we are trying to see that if the mentors can help you understand and take you through next 4 weeks in understanding how to use the software, how to take areas, because it will become ineffective, as Mr. Rafay said, and you will say, we could not understand anything. Just because you are not attending the sessions, I would just recommend you to at least give half an hour, 1 hour. You can do it virtually. We have all the setups here. Just come on those sessions, see how those mentors are telling you how to approach the trade, and give us the honest feedback. So we did not get the feedback for the last week. We did not get the feedback for the mentors, because we are trying to improve. If there is some lack in making you understand the product, or there is some lack in understanding of the how to do area trade, or how to trade on the software, and how to approach towards a funded account. So if there are any gaps, we are here to fill those gaps. But if you come after 4 weeks and tell that we could not understand anything, then it will be too late for us to go back and start from scratch again. So right now we are having a lot of checks and balances to help you take through this entire process. Yes, you have something to say?
Yeah, just one quick question. So the mentor who is available at during that time, 9 to 11, Is he doing their own trade as
They are doing their trade. They are just giving you executions. We have told them. So as Mr. Rafay said, there are around 10 to 12 strategies that are there on the system itself. We are not teaching you those strategies at the moment so that you don't get confused. There is no other agenda. Some people had this thing with Tulip that why you are not telling us what strategy you are using, and the reason is we do not want to confuse you. So with the previous batch, we tried explaining all the strategies and people got messed up. They got confused. They did not understand which strategy to use. So right now we are using the most effective strategy, that is the area which has the highest effectiveness. And as you go up R1, R2, R3, R4, the effectiveness increases. And similar, if you go S1, S2, S3 and S4, the support 4 and resistance 4 has the highest effectiveness, but they do not come every day. So we are right now focusing only on areas. Anything beyond that, we are giving you mentors because every mentor is trading on a different strategy. They have their expertise on different strategy. So on week 1, if Tulip had an effectiveness on a strategy, you have to just judge her on the basis of her results. How she is doing with her trades, what is the result that she is giving, are her trades good enough for you to follow her beyond a point or not. Now week 2 you will get Murtaz beginning Monday. You'll see him how he trades, how his trades are different and how his results are. Now after 4th week you will get to know which mentor suits your personality and which gave the most effective results. This way, if you need, we can give another week, and if you want to have an understanding about how that specific mentor trades, then we can see that how we can take it forward through a one-to-one mentorship with that mentor, or how do we approach it, because by that time you will know that which mentor fits your bill. So yeah.
So like from next week, if we are as a beginner who wants to join any session of any mentor,
Yes.
like who I choose.
So that's what I'm saying. So there are many mentors out there, but we are specifically giving you mentors, suggesting you mentors, and we have told those mentors to program according to this batch. So for last week it was Tulip. If someone missed it, don't worry. This week it will be Murtaz. So all of you, I'm requesting just to follow Murtaz this week and see how effective his trades are. So that at the end of Friday, we will send you a feedback form, and we are doing it anonymous going forward, so that, because some people are saying, oh, I don't want to be named. So we'll send you anonymous forms so that you can tell us how his trades were, how effective his trades were, and do you like his way of trading. He will not be disclosing his strategy, and that is specifically we have told them not to disclose at the moment so that you guys don't get confused. We'll come to that part later. So right now, just judge the trades that those mentors are doing. At the end of Friday, we'll move to week 3, and on week 3 we'll give you a new mentor. So this way, after 4 weeks, we'll ask you how was your journey and which mentor you think has performed well and the plans forward. Any questions? Any doubts? Yes.
Right? Sometimes it's very hard to understand the mentor. It feels like sometimes they're mumbling or they're not very clear.
So that's why.
Maybe a little bit louder.
So that's why we are saying we are giving you feedback form. At the end of the day, if you are here, Dipanshi sitting on the front desk, you can go to Dipanshi, or we are giving you an email address. You can send he'll give you an email address. Can you write it down here?
basically the idea is everybody, we have made this pilot batch. Dipanshi at the front desk, she's the in charge. She's connected through that WhatsApp group. You know that WhatsApp group that you are part of?
Yeah.
So we can have a very transparent communication with Dipanshi to you so that we know where we need to improve. That's the idea.
So because if you go anywhere outside to learn, you will never see such a 360-degree kind of a feedback system that we are running. It's just one way. You teach and you move out, and whether it is delivered or not, we are putting in energy just to make you a successful trader. So please help us in this entire journey. If you're facing any problem, there are multiple checkpoints where you can reach and tell that this is the problem. At least we can address. Now if you are telling me last week if Tulip voice was not clear, I can't go back now and tell her because it's 1 week is done. We cannot go back in time. So any problem you face, just let us know. The Dipanshi is there on the front desk. The WhatsApp group is there. He'll give you an email address. You can send us an email. We can try and work on all those things which we can.
Yeah, for this specific group of 30 people that we have here, you guys have more liberty to use this system specifically. We have added staff to service you guys so that we want the results out of you. So you can say that, okay, the person who gave the presentation was clear enough, the person who ran the floor was clear enough, and the admin staff was here, was cooperative. And if you have to get your laptop set up and if you need any help on the technical side, we have a room here where we have somebody here till 2 p.m. to service you any in the tech side. So we have tried to cover the whole 360 degree, as Nomit said, to make sure that your money is well worth it. What we don't want is that you guys paid all $800 for 3 months and you were not attended. So the floor is here Monday to Friday. The tech support is here. The front tech is there. Mr. Rafay is there. Every Wednesday, 6 to 8, he has open floor for 2 to 3 hours to ask any questions about funded accounts, areas, trading, anything that you want to know. Nobody is offering the market this kind of service with this amount of money. So we're trying to extend our resources to you as much as best of our ability to make sure that your money is well worth.
Yes, any questions?
Yeah, just one.
Yeah.
Is there any possibility that the mentor might get involved too much in his own?
So right now, I'll tell you the expectation. I'll tell you the expectation right now is the mentor will tell you, I am going to buy here at this level. I am going to exit here at this level. That is the only thing the mentor is going to tell you. Nothing less than that, nothing more than that. So don't have any expectation beyond that. Any expectation beyond that will be addressed after 4th week. So right now what you have to judge is how clear they are communicating their trades, whether their trades are working or not. That's it. Don't question the strategy they are using. Just judge what they are trading and whether it is working out or not. That's what you have to see. And follow one mentor for the entire week, which we are suggesting. After 4th week, you are free to choose any mentor, any video stream, whatever you want to do. But right now, we are trying to get you the right person which fits you. So for you, mentor A might work. For you, mentor B might work. So whosoever is going to fit whosoever, we are just going to allocate you the further resources and see how we can progress. Any other questions that you have? Anything from today's session? Any questions from funding accounts? Any questions from how to use areas?
For example, if we join to the session, we should trade on funded or simulation.
We recommend only simulation as of now because you haven't traded. But if you are eager, we will not stop you. But our suggestion is, because right now you are judging, right? So it's not right that you start using a funded account. Simulation is a better way so that you figure out who is the right mentor and who's going to be the right fit. And this is after having run so many batches, we have concluded that this is the best approach where you do not get confused and you end up landing where we want you to. Any other questions? Any other doubts?
So just like if the mentor to tell us to place a trade, but sometimes we don't have that advanced knowledge where to place a trade.
So the question over here is, do you have a Ninja software installed on your system?
Yeah.
Do you know there is a buy and a sell button? Do you see there is a close button? That's the only 3 buttons you need to know. So if he says I'm buying, just click on a buy market. If he's saying I'm closing the position, just click on close. That's it. Yeah. Yeah.
But that's why the tool is coming.
Yes.
You don't even.
So yeah. So that tool. So see, that tool is an extra edge. It's for those who say, oh, I don't even understand that part. But our recommendation is you should move to that tool only after once you know it, because as he said, sometimes there could be a glitch in the internet and you don't know how to close a position and there is a disconnect in the internet and the person who's sitting on the other end, the mentor, they close their positions, but your position could not get closed. Now what will you do? You will be in panic. So that if you are aware how to close your position, you can at least action right away. So getting dependent is only an approach when you know how to do it, right? So do not just straight away get dependent. First learn and then get dependent, so that at least you can close in situation.
Is going to say, I'm about to take a mid-band trade.
Yeah, no. So what I'm saying is, if they don't learn right away and there is an internet glitch or something happens, how would they do it if they don't learn it? So that's the only expectation. Yeah, so learn everything. If still you are not able to do the basic execution, we can have that session separately and we can cover those parts. So, but the expectation is, beginning one day, you should be knowing how to approach areas, how to look at the software, buy, sell, close position, and what are different funding softwares and what are the advantages and disadvantages. This is the only expectation as of now from you, but we'll take it from there. Are we good? Any other questions?
I think the people
Yeah.
who joined online, they might be not attended due to being on YouTube, right?
Yeah, I normally open up my WhatsApp channel. Like so, मैं साथ-साथ देख रहा हूँ.
All right. So
Yeah.
those are attended too.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Just want to make sure they.
Okay.
They're also.
Every
I think we-
mentor, by the way, you're sitting online has a WhatsApp number from the company.
Okay.
They read. They
All
go,
right.
यार एक समझ नहीं आ रही तो.
And people who attended Tulip session, I would please request you to fill up that feedback form. It is very important for us. Please fill up the form for the last week so that we can just find out the right mentors for you going forward. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
So next Wednesday, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., log into SuperAreas, go into the audio Zoom session, and floor gets opened again. If you are still curious or hungry about technical knowledge, my Q&A starts at 5 p.m. again. So I'm going to another office to do another presentation. But first part you guys have heard, it's really the sales pitch. But the second part from 3 to 5 is sales and 5 to 7 is any questions you have left over. You have my WhatsApp. I'm going on Zoom again. I'm going on live again. So my new session starts at 3 p.m. today. Thank you very much, guys. All right. Thank you very much for tuning in. And if you have left anything, I will see you guys at 3 o'clock. Enjoy. जी सर
वो आपका व्हाट्सएप नंबर दिया था
हाँ।
आपने, लेकिन वो मेरा कजन मुझे आपका स्टेटस भेजता रहता है, तो जब तक
अच्छा मुझे अब हेलो करें, मैं आपको नंबर ऐड कर लेता हूँ क्योंकि मैं
मैंने लास्ट टाइम ना मैं आपसे एक क्वेश्चन
हाँ जी ठीक है
इंसल्टिंग हो रही थी,
ठीक है
ठीक है। एंड सेकंड है क्या बात है, मैं आपसे एक बात कर पा रहा हूँ कि मैं सर वो जो उनकी जो लड़कों के पास उनकी क्लासेस बुक थी ना, थोड़ा सा उनको ज्यादा है।
नहीं कोई बात नहीं, उसका फीडबैक में लिखे ना, फीडबैक में लिखे सर। तो मैं मेरा कंपनी में रोल डिफरेंट है, टेक टीम डिफरेंट है, तो आप नो पहले अब अगला वीक मुर्ताज के साथ आके बैठे ना, नो प्रॉब्लम। ठीक हेलो जी,
मेरा नाम कपिल है।
हाँ जी
मैंने फर्स्ट बार ज्वाइन किया था।
हाँ जी
जुलाई एंड अगस्त में शुरू हुआ।
हाँ जी ठीक है।
मैं दो काम करता
इन पर्सन ट्रेनिंग में
अभी इन पर्सन ट्रेनर 3 बजे स्टार्ट हो जाएगा। 3
anybody wants to come from here voluntarily they can
yeah no problem I don't have